Once upon a time, there were two people named Sarah and John. They met in college and quickly became friends. They spent a lot of time together, studying, going to parties, and exploring the city. As time went on, their friendship grew deeper, and they realized that they had feelings for each other. However, the timing was never quite right for them to start a romantic relationship. They were both focused on their studies and had different plans for their future. Sarah wanted to travel the world and explore new cultures, while John wanted to settle down and start a family. Despite these differences, they remained close friends and supported each other through their ups and downs. They dated other people, but they always found themselves thinking about each other. Years went by, and Sarah eventually landed a job with a travel company that allowed her to see the world. She visited exotic locations and met fascinating people, but she still felt like something was missing. Meanwhile, John had started his own business and was doing well. He had dated a few women, but none of them compared to Sarah. One day, Sarah returned home from her travels and decided to visit John. They went for a walk in the park and talked about their lives. Suddenly, John took her hand and said, "Sarah, I know we've been friends for a long time, but I can't help how I feel about you. I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you." Sarah was taken aback, but she realized that she had been in love with John for years. She took a deep breath and said, "John, I love you too. I've loved you for as long as I can remember." From that moment on, Sarah and John became a couple. They faced challenges along the way, but their love for each other never wavered. They got married, started a family, and built a life together that was full of adventure and love. Years later, as they sat on their front porch watching their grandchildren play, Sarah turned to John and said, "You know, I always knew that we were meant to be together. Even when we were just friends, I could feel it." John smiled and replied, "Me too, Sarah. Me too." And with that, they held hands and enjoyed the rest of their long and beautiful love story together.